Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2, and he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
He's going to field this at the 4. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, box truck.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Here's Ryan to throw. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason...
Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football.
But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I got 86. I got 86. Hey, we got tight left. 36 power.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Here we go.
On second down now, it's Carson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 32 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
In your face.
Ryan. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 11. Check 55 to Mike. Come on. Go. 55. Here we go, D. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. This complete to Jones. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Carson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Get the ball.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Wilson. Step, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it with Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he's got some space here. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Wilson from the gun. He'll throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
54, go! 57's the mic. Watch 57. Quick talk.
Now Ryan on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Here's Wilson, operating from the gun. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Mike 58 right there. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Back. Hey, alert.
Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
First down, Falcons.
Check nickel. Topper!
Now Gordon on first down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
You better be afraid of me. You 22. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Ryan now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gordon. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Ready, 25. I got it. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And he loses the football a 2nd time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
1st down, Falcons.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Switch up.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
57 to Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. It's Kelsey on the ground. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
On 2nd down and 4. Ryan being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. On first down, Ryan looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. To throw again on 2nd down, Ryan. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A gain of 3, second down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Wide open receiver complete. He's at the 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore. 92 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
20! Let him go!
They go play action with Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league, and we're good training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get it nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Here's Carson. And an alley to run. And now look at him go. The 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
After the penalty, it's Penny. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Wilson. He may try and run, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. On 1st down, Carson, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 16-yard line.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. It's caught. Block it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, It's Carson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams,